Welcome to the Sunday News. I'm Belgrath97. This is
Second Class Leadist.
We're here in LXG headquarters bringing you news because that's what we do on Sundays.
Yep.
Okay.
We apologize for this episode being a little bit late. Apparently, we needed to refilm this because the first time we filmed it, we didn't film it. So
because neither one of us thought to hit a button.
Yep.
Okay.
Don't know how that happened, but we're good, and we're kind of on a timetable, so this is going to be the lightning round.
This is the lightning round. You will get all the news. It'll be short. Okay.
Yep. So yeah, neat little post on why we're in a hurry is Allie is actually in an opera, and opening is in, well, we've got to leave here in 40 minutes.
Yes. So we have 40 minutes to get this recorded and ready to go. So
yeah.
Fast. All right. So first off, we're going to talk about Counterblast. They got 2 new pieces of information to talk about for Bombshell Miniatures. First, they're going to do a demo day on April 16th.
April 16th.
In Madness Games and Comics in Plano, Texas.
Yes.
And as we mentioned last time we did this video that you didn't get to see, we're not really sure where Plano is in Texas.
Plano is somewhere in Texas. If you're familiar with the Plano area, please try to be there. Yes. This will be demoing the changes in the new Counterblast DLX rules, which are currently available from the website, from their Facebook page, from their blog, from their pretty much everywhere. Really good rules, character design rules if you want to be able to make your own heroes. Really great stuff. Definitely look it up. And
make sure you're there. And to tie into other Bombshell stuff,
yep,
they have a new YouTube channel called the Bombshell Bulletin.
Bombshell Bulletin. Vicky did a great job with the bulletin. It's in there showing off some stuff about their next Kickstarter that's going to be coming out, talking about the fact that their orders got in for the Bombshell Babes 2. Because they were waiting on a couple models to come in and they finally showed up. So I'm not going to talk over all of her points, but
go watch it.
Go watch it. Link below.
Absolutely.
Like, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Yes.
Don't send him smoke signals before you send him, though, or he'll
might
blow up.
Okay. Rebel Games.
Rebel Games.
The guys who bought Spinespur models, and they have a lot of other lines as well, but that was the first time we really ever talked about them, was Spinespur. They're having a sale from now until the 17th. For spring, 20% off the entire store, which is awesome. There's lots of different models in there. We were looking through, and there's all kinds of models you can use for post-apoc. There's stuff for modern stuff. Yep. There's all the Spinespur models. There's a lot of options there.
10mm, 15mm. If you're one of our This Is Not a Test players, they've got some really good SAS and German HK models that are great for combat armor, dudes with gas masks, all kinds of stuff. So take a look at that.
Make sure you use the code SPRING16 to get the 20% off sale.
Yeah, Spring16 numbers, not letters.
16, yeah, fair enough. All right, Tom Schadle.
Tom Schadle.
Yes, I got it right. Tom Schadle has a blog where he talks about different things in the hobby. It's called Tom Schadle Miniatures, and he basically wrote an article that takes on that's basically talks about the kit for tools, hobby tools that came from other gaming companies.
Yes.
And it's a great deal. Well, it's a great one-shop click type project where you click on it, you get all the tools you possibly need for the hobby, and if you don't have these tools, you probably should. But basically what Tom did was he looked at it and said, I can find all of those things at a cheaper alternative, and he does. And he goes through this blog article, literally, this is the item from other gaming companies, this is the comparable item that I found on Amazon, and literally, if you're willing to go through the clicks, you can save yourself $76 to get all the tools that you would need to be able to really participate in your hobby. And
and the reason why we're bringing up this article is, aside from the fact that Tom Schadle has been a great guy, really good ambassador for the hobby, this is one of those articles that literally he does all the work for you. You load up the link, and then you just need to go click, 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 click. They all go into an Amazon cart. If you're, Amazon's, specialty club, you'll be able to get free shipping on it on top of everything else.
Yeah,
a really good job. Yeah. And one and done, and you're going to save yourself $76. And if you don't have these tools or some reasonable facsimilation thereof, you're probably not doing your hobby justice.
Probably not. And again, that's really it. It's a public service thing. Like, literally, the guy did all the work for you. Click some buttons. All right. So, Warlord Games.
Warlord Games.
2 big articles coming out of Warlord Games.
Yes.
First, Bolt Action 2nd Edition.
Yes.
Which Ooh, we got excited for that because we did not see that sucker coming.
Nope.
And to go along with that, Conflict 47.
Conflict 47.
And this man's going to
Conflict 47 is almost like a weird war. It's a diesel punk spin-off. The idea is that World War II doesn't end when it's supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
The Cold War begins before World War II ends, and you wind up with a three-sided war. Soviet bloc, Allied, and Axis powers all struggling in a diesel punk mech-infused kind of setting. So,
Absolutely.
Really good. One of the best things about this coming out is that with it coming out in tandem with Bolt Action and the new edition of Bolt Action, it means that you could have 2 games using the same official product line.
Absolutely. And it gives some people some alternatives to this weird World War II idea that exists in one other game, Dust, primarily.
Yeah. Honestly, I think this is something that we're going to play more of because, you know, Merrick is such a, gearhead when it comes to World War II. And I know that you're really not, but
I really fell in love with a lot of the mechanics out of Gates of Antares, which I imagine will be very similar in Bolt Action, especially the order bag. I love the order dice bag. I think this is an amazing idea.
And I love Diesel Punk Mecha. So between the three of us, this pretty much hits our Venn diagram.
Pretty much. So there's a lot to it, and we're really looking forward to it. The synergy between these two, I'm looking forward to because it literally. Wait, I can play 2 games with the same models. Yeah. It's brilliant. They put it out at the same time, and I literally go, well, I was gonna buy this book. I'm gonna buy these models. But you're telling me if I buy those 2 models in that book, I got 2 games?
Yeah.
All right, let's do this.
80% of your infantry is gonna go over. I need to take to add to my German force. I need Hetzers to play them over here, and I need Mecha Walkers to play them over here.
Absolutely.
An extra $30 one way or the other. I've got two painted armies.
Absolutely. All right. So I'm very excited about that. Go over to Warlord Games, look at the announcement, get ready for some weird World 2, and I'm also looking forward to see what they tweak up for Bolt Action 2.0. You had said that there's a lot of FAQs out there, and hopefully you think this is going to be more of just let's clear all this stuff up that we've had.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of good stuff.
Cool.
By the way, we know somebody that's actually really big into Bolt Action. Alto plays.
Really?
Bolt Action, yeah.
I did not know that.
Got all painted armies and everything.
Wow.
Shout out to Alto.
There you go. I did not know he played that.
Yep.
We'll have to get him in here for some games to show us how the game is actually supposed to be played.
That'd be an awesome idea.
Yeah. All right, so we're a little late to this article, but we're going to talk about it a little bit because we think it needs to be talked about. Privateer Press.
Less than we talked about it earlier today.
Yes. But Privateer Press made an announcement where they basically said that they were going to delay shipment to distributors who continued to sell to bad websites. I guess is the best way to put it. Basically, it's people who have web stores who don't really have a brick and mortar store to go along with it.
You know what? I think this topic is going to need more time than we have on our reshoot, so we're going to stop this one now. I will sometime later in the week put an update below. I think we're going to do a sidebar conversation on this topic because this is one that we need to spend like 20 minutes on.
That's fair.
To do it justice.
So we're going to talk about that.
Yeah.
Look forward a little bit later this week.
Short form, we think it's a great idea. We hope Privateer Press comes up with a great way to do it. Nobody's come up with a great way to do it yet, so I don't know that they're going to be able to come up with a great way to do it. That's the short version. We'll give you the long version later in the week.
Fair enough. All right. So then our last article then.
There we go.
Okay. So our last article of the piece, I'm going to bring this out here because it's a demo piece. No, that's going to have to sit there. PoweredPlay Gaming has come out with a billboard like this, a little bit bigger.
Yep.
That literally has a...
This is the Impudent Mortal billboard, by the way.
Yes.
Great piece.
It is a great piece. But I'm using it for a demo piece because literally, imagine this with a video board inside.
Yeah.
Where literally you can show video on your table in a billboard. Like those billboards you see on the side of the road. Who's driving down. I just, literally, he put this thing on there and I'm going to have no more money. Because it's $60 for just the video board, $75 if you get the billboard casing for it. Which has the ability to upgrade the battery life. The battery comes with, will last you about 3 hours, they said. But can be upgraded to all kinds of larger sizes.
It's an RCA adapter. Yep. Classic... RC vehicle, rechargeable battery.
But they specifically use that so it could be upgraded. Also, uses straight up regular SD cards for memory. And it comes with a 128 meg one, but they said literally you can put a small micro SD card in there and it'll work. And you can literally, he's got, he said, a 30 minutes of video on the 128 meg.
So you put a 16 gig in there and it'll literally last all day.
Yep. And don't think that that's not going to happen at some point because we're going to have these things. So.
It's going to cost me like $800, but I really want to build the Blade Runner table now.
I know.
Like I've wanted to build that table for years.
Because we're thinking about taking the video board, buy just the video part, and put it on the side of the building.
Like one of the plastic dust buildings. Perfect.
So there's a lot of really exciting things. But seriously, go look at PoweredPlay Gaming's website. You'll watch this video at some con. We don't know which con that was at because it wasn't clear in the video. But holy Lord, you look at this thing and you go, I want that.
Yep.
I want that. Like, they keep coming out with new and cool things that I just really think.
And I really like this one. Like the thing that I didn't like about their all-in-one lit bases was the bases were too pedestaled.
Yes.
Like it
required too much height
the game for me. But this one is a grand slam.
Absolutely, because it's completely encased, and there's plenty of room for the larger battery packs and all that other stuff in there. Like he opens the back of the hub, and you go, yeah, there's plenty of room in there for everything you'd want to do. All right,
including enough space in there to actually have storage for multiple cards if you wanted to just keep them all in one spot.
I was also thinking, with all of that's there, you literally could use the extra spacing to wire lighting rigs around the outside of the billboard too.
Probably, yeah.
Like if you want to put like blinking lights on the top or something.
Yeah.
Like there's all kinds of space in this thing. It's really, really cool. And you should go look at it, and then you should find $75 so you can go buy it. But that's it.
Yeah, that's going to be it.
All right. So we powered through this, and we know it's going to be a quicker video than normal, and we kind of through this sucker. But we did have a timetable because, apparently no one of us thought to hit a button. So thank you very much for watching the Sunday News. I'm Belgroth97. This is
Second Class Latest.
And please like, subscribe, tell your friends that we usually do longer than this. We'll talk to you later. Until next time.
Peace.